So last week, towards the end of the week, we actually did something with green screens. The way green screens work is we are basically just telling the video file that this color should be transparent, that whatever is behind this video should be seen through the color that you choose. So today we are going to be basically recreating the the Invisibility Cloak from Harry Potter. So this is what we're going to do. Create a new folder in your computer science OneDrive folder and title it Green Screen Invisibility. All right, and then now we're just going to double click in there. And we're going to want to create a new folder and just title that footage, right? What you want to do is you just want to go to your flash drive and just grab the two videos. They'll be labeled on yours specifically, but I'm going to go ahead and just select the ones that I need. Don't worry about these extra ones. They will not be in your folder. Go ahead and select them, and then you can just drag them back into your folder and drop them in your footage like that. And they'll be there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna open Premiere, and then we're just gonna open project and title the project the same thing as the folder, Green Screen Invisibility. All right, then what you wanna make sure is that you go to Browse and you want to find wherever you saved your Green Screen Invisibility folder. For me, it would be somewhere around here. Yep, there we go. And just go and find that folder and hit open, hit save. Always make sure that skip import mode is checkmarked like this, and then you just hit create and you're good to go. Okay, so first thing I want you guys to do is just make sure that you are in starter mode. So if you need to know how to do that still, you can just go up here and click starter, and then it should look like that. If it doesn't look like this, once you've changed it to starter, you can go to Window, Workspaces, and reset to save layout. You can do that anytime you want to fix what your stuff looks like. First off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag the footage folder into the project. The project panel should be right here. It said import earlier. Go ahead and double click your footage folder right here. So the first thing we want to do is we're just going to don't drag, but double click on clip 1, right? And it should pop up right here. It should say source. This is the source preview. Essentially, let's say you need to look at a clip before you actually put it in the timeline. That's exactly what this is for. So all I want you guys to do is take your timeline slider right here and drag it all the way to the beginning, right? You see this? And what we're going to do is we're going to press the camera button, and we're just going to type in the name background. Before you hit enter or whatever, I want you guys to make sure that this right here, this path is pointing to your green screen invisibility folder. So what you want to do is just go to browse, and then you go to wherever you save your green screen invisibility, and then you just hit select folder, and you want to make sure import into project is checked. Why do I have you do this? Because now if you went back to your project green screen invisibility panel right here, you'll see background JPEG in this area. If you didn't click that check mark, you didn't do it properly, but you can just simply hit that button again and make sure that check mark's there, and it'll pop up. All right, so now what I want you to do is you're gonna drag the background picture into the timeline like this, right? It should look like nothing is moving when you're zooming this around, but it's still very much a video. It's just like it's a still image. So now what you want to do is you want to go hop into your footage, and you want to make sure that you click on clip 1, and you're just going to drag that now onto the timeline. You can go ahead and just get rid of the audio. If you want to keep it there, that's fine too, but I don't care. So what we want to do now is we are going to just simply drag over to where I start to put my hoodie on like this. We're about right here. Your blue time code right here should say something like 10:56. So now you're just gonna make a cut by hitting Control and K, and now your clip will be split. Just go ahead and delete the left-hand side and just click on the space that clip took up and just hit backspace to connect, right? So now what you wanna do is I would just go ahead, and when you get to 14:13 on your timeline, just go ahead and make another cut, and then just delete everything after 14:13. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and extend the background picture to meet the length of the video. All right, so then what we're gonna do after that is we're going to go to our workspace selector, and then we're going to go to effects, and then we're gonna go search up in the effects panel right here. We're going to type in Ultra Key. you should just be able to type Ultra. And if you don't see it, like right here, you might not be able to see it. You can simply scroll down, or then you can just drag this panel down right here and it should stretch the panel out, and you will see Ultra Key right here. Drag Ultra Key over into the clip itself, the blue image, and then if the effects panel doesn't pop up, go ahead and just click Effects Control. And then when you scroll down, there should be something that says Ultra Key, right? So if you were here like Friday, you should know how to do this. You can click on this box and use this eyedropper, and it usually almost always works. And then you just make sure it hits OK. And look at that. I'm invisible. Right here, if you notice, you can still see some blues from my jacket, right? And there's ways of fixing that. So if I go over to matte generation, I can crank the transparency. But notice how when I do that, now more of the background images is present than just in my jacket. So I don't recommend using that. You can play around with the matte cleanup. That'd probably be the most helpful. So what I want you to do now is you're gonna drag your timeline slider to where the blue time marker is about at 111. And now what I want you to do is you're going to click on Ultra Key, and you're going to turn on the clock, these stopwatches for everything under matte generation. So transparency, highlight, shadow, tolerance, pedestal, etc. For matte cleanup, to go ahead and turn on choke, soften, contrast, midpoint, right? And I want you to turn, while your slider is still right here, I want you to turn down transparency, and I want you to turn tolerance down to 0. Now, move your timeline slider to where it's 145. I want you to set the transparency up to be like that. Highlight should be down, shadows should be down, tolerance should be cranked up all the way. Crank your choke up a little bit, and then crank your midpoints, and then contrast, and then maybe you're softening like that, right? So as you can see, now when I play this back, I look basically invisible. So what I want you guys to do now is you're going to go and use what's labeled as clip 2 in your folder, in your footage folder, and you're gonna do the exact same thing.